Hey guys, I'm at Monsterpalooza at the Reventure Studios booth talking with Mr. Dave Igo. So tell me, Dave, what's Reventure all about?
So I've known Todd for a few years online. He is the owner of Speculative Fiction. I've made statues creatively, he sells them. I'm like, we should make stuff together. Because I'm working still with Tweeterhead very heavily. But last year, it's just kind of like, we found out, like, hey, it's not a full-time job, it's more certain hours a week. So Chad was super supportive of me going on and starting something new. So I told him, like, hey, I might be working with Todd. He's like, that's awesome. Todd and I talked, and we found something that made sense. And I was already talking with the Frazetta Estate, the Frazetta Museum through Frank Frazetta Jr. Enterprises.
Right.
And they were like, we just want to work with you wherever you go. So I'm like, cool, I have this thing with my buddy Todd. They're like, awesome, let's make statues. So
awesome.
Here we are.
So I don't see you guys as being like putting out Marvel and DC stuff. So you're starting with Frazetta.
Yeah, Todd's busy with Spec. I'm busy with Tweeterhead, so this is kind of like a side thing for us where it makes sense. So like maybe 1 or 2 projects a year, make them statement pieces, not try to, hey, hit every Frazetta piece ever. It's like, no, we want to do them right, make them the best they can be, and do 1 or 2 a year, and if there's room for more, do more, you know?
So tell me about the piece. Who sculpted it?
So Mark Newman was the original principal sculptor. We worked with a couple other people too to help do some edits. We're still working on some edits. Mark and I actually reviewed it in person, because when you look at stuff on like through the computer screen, they can look a certain way, and when you 3D print it can look a little bit different. So we're like, all right, cool, we still want to make some edits. Mark had a little bit more stomach on her. We flattened it out a little bit because the computer made it feel a little bit too much. Look at here, it's like we need a little bit more of a stomach back. So we're making some final edits to it. But Todd and I really want to have something here at the show so people can really see this thing, be aware that Reventure is around. We're making Frazetta, like officially licensed Frazetta stuff with the Frazetta Museum, and making a kick-ass Egyptian queen, give them an idea of the size and get some feedback. Some people love it because it's like, if I could own one Frazetta thing, this is like, I would make room for this. Some people that are collectors are like, hey, this might be too big, so we might do a 6 scale, smaller one. Todd and I were even talking about maybe doing 1/10.
Oh, wow.
So we can do bigger environments, because we found working on this, so much of Frazetta's art isn't just the figure, it's so much of the environment.
Of
And
course.
to do it right, you know, it's like that balance of like what's over-compromising and then what makes it feel like the piece. We tried digitally in a photo mock-up of like trimming off more of this to save space and mass. That didn't work. So we have to do it this way.
Right.
We talked about maybe doing a version where at the bottom step with the cat and the pots are removed, so you get just these steps in her, so you
Right.
can have for the female collectors. So we're kind of like, we just wanted this here, see what we're dealing with, see what collectors and fans think, and then kind of like figure out where we go from there. So we're definitely gonna do a quarter scale. We're gonna probably definitely offer like the one major deluxe version.
Okay.
And then whether we do a trimmed down quarter scale or just a smaller 1/10 scale, we start kind of like laying all that out.
Okay. And you have other things in the pipeline?
Yeah, we've talked about with a bunch of people, but we have a life-size Death Dealer bus we want to do
Okay.
next. So
Nice.
that'll be really cool. So it's going to be inspired by the Death Dealer 1 painting where he's on the horse.
Right.
So it'll be a torso, head slightly turned, one arm holding the axe. Might do it, hey, here's the no-arm version to make it a little bit, and then here's the life-size arm with the giant axe that he's holding is like the deluxe version.
Right.
We're not totally sure yet, but we want to, what started this relationship with the Frazettas was at PowerCon in Ohio. Frankie Frazetta saw the life-size Skeletor bus. And he's
Okay.
like, I want to work with you. I want a Death Dealer like that. So we kept that in the back of our mind. We want to do the Egyptian Queen first. So
Excellent.
life-size bus probably next. Yeah.
So it seems like there are a lot of amazing sculptors at Monsterpalooza. Is there a lot of networking going on?
Yeah. There's always, that's such an important thing to me about having a presence at the show. You never know who you're going to meet. John
Right.
Favreau was here yesterday, 2 hours before the show opened.
Nice.
Him and his son were freaking out over this thing. That's cool. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
there we go. You know, guys,
Yeah.
done. Let's pack up and get out of here. You know, one guy even saw the announcement online and came to the show just to see this piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's like a high-end professional photographer guy, super cool. So there's another network. You know, it's just like you just never know who you're going to meet here. Who's going to, and it's a statement piece. It helps so much seeing this in person versus like just pictures online.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
like, oh, this is what I'm getting. It's kind of crazy, but hey, can I make room for it? Do I want a
Yep.
smaller one? Getting all that feedback. And again, people can meet Todd, people can meet me. He gets to know us, get to know the company. and it's just fun. It's fun talking to people about this new thing. Again, like we're not here to make every license ever with everything ever. It's like we just want to make this like cool statements when it makes sense. Kind of like I would say the closest model would be like what Elite Creature Collectibles does.
Yeah.
They're not like we have to do 20 SKUs a month, you know. It's like announce everything and show content. It's like, dude, make a piece, make it the best thing you can, do it when it's ready,
Right.
and then figure out the next one.
Okay. All right. And what's the best thing you've seen at Monsterpalooza this year?
Man, I haven't walked around and seen anything but Elite Creature Collectibles. Went to that booth, that life-size T-Rex head is no joke. That is crazy.
It's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
Steve's a good bud, and he was just at the booth a few minutes ago. I'm like, what? How did that? He's like, we just realized we wanted a life-size T-Rex head.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, all right, yeah, just make big shit. What?
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Good luck.
thanks, guys.